Hey everybody, welcome back to another midweek episode. So I just have to share this story with you. Today, which is Tuesday as I'm recording this, we had a funeral this morning here. And at the end of the service, I'm leading the procession out, and all of a sudden I hear this kid screaming. And I just kept walking, thinking to myself, I'm glad that he waited until we're walking out of church, and I feel for his parents at this moment. And then as we processed out of church, I turned around and offered a word of sympathy to the parents, and that's when I heard why he was screaming and what he was screaming. He was screaming, "I want Jesus! I want Jesus!" You see, he was here in the sanctuary, and he heard me talking about Jesus and Jesus being with us and for us, and he's looking. He sees Jesus on the altar, and it tugs at his heart, and he's like, I don't want to be leaving church right now. I'm hurting. Like, his grandpa just died. And, I thought, man, oh, that more people were like that they'd leave church kicking and screaming, thinking, I want Jesus, I want Jesus. And then I had a thought. You see, this summer here at church, we're handing out these Jesus minifigs. And so I said, hey, you want Jesus? Like, I can give you one. And I went over and I grabbed it, and I let him pick one of these little Jesus minifigures out, and I just told him, I said, like, Jesus is always with you, whether you're in church or not. And it's just that simple story and that reminder that I want you to take with you today. That we would be able to cry, I want Jesus. Like, it's the old African spiritual. I want Jesus to walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me. Like, when I'm in trouble, Lord, walk with me. And Jesus gives us this promise in Matthew chapter 28. He says, and surely I will be with you to the very end of the age. So if you don't have one of these Jesus minifigs, just pick one up the next time you're in church. Or maybe there's somebody else in your life that could benefit from receiving one of these, just as that reminder that Jesus is with them. Like a while back, I went to the hairdresser, and I was getting my hair cut, and I saw one of these little Jesus minifigs right there amongst all of the pieces of equipment that she was using. I was like, that's neat. Just that little reminder, Jesus is with us. Not that he's limited to a little minifig or he's limited to a statue in church, but it is that reminder that Jesus is with us. And our encouragement to you is to take one of these, and maybe you take it for yourself, or maybe you take it for somebody else. My family and I just got back from vacation. Last week we were out in Montana in Glacier National Park, and one day we had ridden the shuttle up to the highest point in the park, to Logan Pass, and we were waiting to ride it back down, and I got a chance to sit and talk with one of the guys who was running the shuttle service. And we had almost an hour to talk with each other, and I learned his story. I learned that he was a lapsed Mormon, that he didn't really believe that anymore, but he was still open, seeking spiritually. And it led to some great conversation. I'm like, where are you at with Jesus right now? He's like, I don't really know. And the last thing that I did in wrapping up that conversation is I left him a Jesus minifig, just to encourage him to see that Jesus is there, not to give up in that search, because the Bible says when you seek him with all your heart, you will find him. So may we be like that little kid this morning, and may we continue to say, I want Jesus. And when you seek him, you'll find him. He promises to be there for you. So thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again next time.